Ah, here we are.
Applause, please.
Okay, it was just poorly lit.
And I mean, gnomes... I don't object to gnomes being unable to see in the dark the way I do for vampires. But they can, in fact, see in the dark in Pathfinder.
I'll share my path.
What?
What have we here? This chest is full of gold. I guess it's for the guards' salaries, all things considered. Well, those freeloaders don't seem to have been working too hard for it. Maybe we should pocket it instead.
How many guards are there total? Because at least 3 shares of this are no longer necessary.
What? No, we're heroes, not thieves.
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for safety so the assassins don't get it. And then we can heroically return it to Jamandi when this is all over.
Now, what would Selwyn do here?
Oh man. All of these are too rational.
Right? Like,
Finally, a voice of reason.
Do what you want. I don't care. It was just a suggestion. But there's a lot of money in that chest, and with all these bandits running
like
around...
Tartuccio is clearly a
it
bad
wouldn't be
guy.
any better
So,
if they stole it.
plot-wise, the heroic thing to do... So, yeah, there's just the gold in there. Yeah, the heroic thing to do is not to, take it, so...
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jathal. I don't recommend
swing at the
advancing
obnoxious
down
shadows.
the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
I'll answer but briefly and just once.
I don't believe
Further
that.
scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins.
Like she said
Deal?
briefly, and
All right.
she can't seem to get
I'm undead.
information
These
out
traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
in any kind of
feel like-
brief manner.
You know, telling people you're undead right off the bat is generally a bad move.
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
Is she a vampire? Is there going to be a vampire in every game we play?
Oh god, she's not romanceable, is she?
Because, I mean, Kingdom Hearts had the vampire costume. I'm counting that.
Hey, have a look. Anything is possible. Just letting the ink dry.
There we go. Who has the highest trickery? Tartuccio's is a +2, but he is the most expendable. Okay, Lindsay's got a bunch of it.
Lindsay the Magnificent? Lindsay the Illustrious? Like Lindsay the Great? Maybe Lindsay the Indecisive. Is there trouble?
Did you play Pillars of Eternity?
What troubles you?
In the same sense that I played Kingmaker.
Oh, you played like an hour of it?
Yeah. It's not one of those that I haven't mean to get around to.
Applause, please.
One of the annoying things is that
There's something over there.
there are a lot of traps, so you really need to have a rogue in your party, but none of the people who join your party are rogues, so you either have to be a rogue yourself, or you have to get a rogue mercenary, which is kind of annoying. Like, I don't know why you'd make traps so essential to the game and then not have a rogue NPC like automatically be part of the party, like pretty early on even.
Right.
You cannot stand against me.
So I looked it up. I consulted Mother Sorrow's crystal ball. She's letting me keep it, by the way. She accepted my friend request on Facebook.
That's the problem. Okay. While trying to figure out how to unpause the game, I accidentally turned off turn-based mode. But that's fixed now.
And according to Mother Sorrow's crystal ball, Jaethal is just an undead. Like, it doesn't specify what type she is. So you don't need to romance her, Chamomile.
But she could be a vampire.
I guess. She could be a ghoul or something.
Unworthy.
I mean, a ghoul is also pretty metal. She's apparently a cleric.
Oh, she's a cleric of, Urgathoa.
Which one is that?
The one who's a sexy naked lady and also a bloody skeleton.
I don't remember this one, but it does sound dumb, so that checks out.
She's the one who, when you looked her up, you went, she's a lust goddess because all evil Pathfinder goddesses are lust goddesses. And then we realized that you were correct, like in general.
Time to get my hands dirty.
I did not remember which specific goddess that was for. There are, as we have discovered, many options.
Wretched thing.
I'm not sure what that did, but okay.
Like,
This is a
Cameo
pretty
at one
long tutorial
point-
sequence.
yeah. Cameo at one point made the joke about, oh, all non-good Pathfinder goddesses are lust goddesses, and it was a joke, but then, like, I looked it up. Pretty much all of them did have, like, a sex aspect. Like, Urgathoa did, Lamashtu does, Calistria does, I guess Pharasma doesn't, but, like, that's one of, like, this is a group of deities. And meanwhile, Desna and Shaylin both have, like, sex aspects. It's a little excessive, is what we're saying.
Yeah, like, you want to have a lust, passion god or goddess somewhere in your pantheon. Although I think the idea of making them kind of formless is better than having them be a goddess, of, to just sort of, have them be non-binary shapeshifters who assume whatever form is, I say but you probably don't know because I'm not telling you, and it's not obvious. Whichever form strikes their whim. That's the phrase I'm looking for. I don't know why it took me so long to find it. It's a common phrase. But there you go. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Like Desire of the Endless.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
This is a level 1 adventure. We have had like 5 encounters. What the hell?
Despicable.
Shooting through allies doesn't seem to have any consequences.
Excellent. Not that someone was going to take their health and well-being into consideration in the first place.
Out of my way!
I mean, friendly fire never happens in the story, so,
Unless it's dramatically appropriate.
Well, yeah, so, that would make her wholly ignorant of even the possibility of friendly fire.
Any last wishes?
Oh, hey, that big old statue may have actually gotten in the way. I forget his name. What's the name of the stag head god?
Erastil.
Right. Totally unrelated to the Stag Lord.
Advance!
So Erastil is, you know, sort of a nature god. He's out in the wild,
Everything is so
associated
much
with
fun with a
others.
little
And
fire.
so what is his alignment?
What a night, huh? I thought I was all alone.
I mean,
It's good you're
according to standard
bored
D&D
chasing
stereotypes, you'd be either
assassins
chaotic
without
good or
anyone
chaotic
watching
neutral.
the show.
But alignment is bullshit, so...
It's not fun at all.
What's the sort of alignment, you know, like a player who wants to worship that type of god is going to go for? But in Pathfinder, he's lawful good because, you know, that's the sort of that's a paladin god if I ever saw one.
Oh, hey. Selwyn has
Oh,
passed... She's passed the Knowledge World check, and she is immediately going to show off her knowledge of the mortal world.
Of course. I'm from Kadira. But tales of hot deserts and shady oases can wait until the fighting's
But
finished.
you are going to tell us the tales,
But if
right?
you'd like to share a dinner and pleasant conversation.
I mean, actually, you know what? The fighting can wait. Tell me the
welcome to
tales.
new friends. I am Kayesi, one of the many here who seek a better fate, answering the call of Lady Jamandi. But unlike the others, I never dropped my guard, day or night. It's why I'm still alive. I don't know where you're heading, but I'll be at the entrance to the main hall. I think I saw some guards there. Join me there, if you wish.
Grotus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion.
He's being so melodramatic.
That's impossible. Oh, it,
Oh no, I've been decapitated. Oh no, it's still attached.
it seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god, not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world,
Is this a Cockney accent?
is at your service.
So I did recall that you met a whole bunch of NPCs in this opening. I did not recall how many, blah. Like, my god. It's funny, I didn't remember the Bloodlines tutorial being nearly as long as it was either.
Yes, I'm still here.
How cute!
Hey, so we have 2 clerics.
Is he a cleric?
Yeah, I
Talks
think
about his
he's a
god a
cleric.
lot.
He's a cleric of Grotus, the weird moon god that nobody cares about.
You, bring more water.
I figured it was
You
just
stay
your
here and hold
standard
our
dwarf
defense.
god.
Those assassins are still around here somewhere.
No, it's he's not the god of the moon of Galarian. He's the god of a
Need to get
different
to the
moon.
banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi.
I can't tell if you're joking.
When have I ever joked about anything?
I mean, I do tend to get poed a lot, so I'm pretty bad at judging this kind of thing. Fairly regularly I run into something and I think to myself, that can't be real, it's too stupid.
Right now I'm in
And
charge
then
of
it's
the
real.
mansion guards. As you can see,
Galarian is the Freudianism of tabletop settings.
If I were a rich and influential lady like Jamandi, I'd also give myself a...
No, me three.
captain of the guard. Or 2.
someone opened the gate, let in a group of assassins in the middle of the night. Now they've set the mansion on fire to cut off access to the hall. They don't want Lady Jamande to get reinforcements. We cleared the passage so you can get through. Just try to avoid inhaling the smoke. We'll be right behind you. We just need to put out the fire first to save the mansion.
Save the mansion.
Considering Lady Jamandi's fate, I'm not surprised that a whole pack of assassins were unleashed on her, including a giant. But what's at stake? What could anyone hope to gain?
So you're not surprised, but also you are surprised.
Through the fire. We've almost put it out at the entrance, so your main concern should be to not inhale any smoke. Hold your breath and take the first right, then head straight down the hallway. No, we'll manage. I've got my best people here, those who still live. Your place is by Lady Aldori's side.
Why? You're her guards.
It doesn't seem right.
What if some of the guards are wounded? We need to help them.
Fire doesn't frighten me, thanks to hell's blood running in my veins. I'll go ahead and wait for you on the other side. Catch up!
So the only two Pathfinder iconics I can remember are Amiri and the one monk guy.
May Abadar keep you safe.
Abadar's the law guy, isn't he?
Yeah, Abadar's the god of cities.
I mean, we're being led by a naiad, so yeah, we drenched ourselves with buckets of water.
No, someone's already wet, so she doesn't need to.
It was a good thing we hadn't wasted any time, just, you know, drenched ourselves with buckets of water first.
Valerie is not a very good fantasy name.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's something to be said for a fantasy world where people just have normal names that are easy to come up with, but, you know, you can go ahead and have someone just named, like, Jeff. Probably want to spell it with a G, but still.
I think you'd want to refer to them as Jeffrey. There are some regular names that work, but there are some that'll just, even if they are tested in the Middle Ages, will take you out of it, like Tiffany or Jennifer.
Okay, so the option is to either try and save the guards from the fire using our bad athletics score, or to use diplomacy to convince her to abandon them. Where's the option to just say, yeah, go save them, we've got this? Anyway, Selwyn's got to learn that the cruel world of numbers and math doesn't always go the way she wants it to sooner or later. It may as well be today. Oh, nope, that worked.
Nope.
It is the tutorial. Honestly, I mean, probably the most notable thing about Pathfinder, given just how mechanical it is, like, you know, it's a very, you know, simulating a fantasy adventure kind of a thing, where, you know, your character is made of numbers, and if the numbers are insufficient, they die. Which it inherited from 3.5. But, need to save Lady Jemima. That is a goddamn frost giant. We aren't doing shit.
You cannot stand against me.
Except, of course, that we totally are. Because, you know, I recognize where the game is going with this.
Repent!
Oh, am I not properly in command of her?
Who are you not in command of?
The tiefling.
Oh, yeah. She's not in your little party group.
Unworthy.
The boss music ran out.
This is it didn't even play for that long.
Yeah, like, it's not like we sat on this screen for a really long time or anything. It's just
Let us strike as one.
like this encounter had a pretty good pace to it, and then
Do not falter.
okay, so now the bad guys are going again. We can restart the music here.
That's a unfortunate bug.
There's technically a lot of bandits left alive because I put so many of them to sleep, but Reem, get over to Selwyn. At some point, you will need to be doing some healing. Unfortunately, Color Spray is a cone attack, so you know. Wish we could name the elk, because I want to name her Eleonora, but like in quotes.
A Leonora question mark?
Leave this one to me.
Ah, did a whole 1 damage there. Good job, Tartugio. So glad we have you in the party.
Wretched things.
Does she wield a scythe?
Looks like it. Which, you know, Death Goddess, that makes sense.
That's pretty badass. I approve.
I am generally of the opinion that having clerics automatically be battle clerics is dumb. That, like, if you're a battle cleric, you should just be a paladin. If you're a cleric, you should just be doing spells and wearing cloth. You shouldn't be able to wear armor. But
Yes.
I hope that worked. Sullivan doesn't appear to have gotten any health from it.
Onwards.
die in the tutorial.
We're doing pretty much fine, but she is at like half health, so you know.
Your time is over.
Okay. Harim, buddy.
Your life
It sure
is
looks
now
like you don't have
a waste.
a heal spell, which...
Become as dust.
He is a cleric of the god of... He's a cleric of the god of entropy, so...
Ah.
In his defense...
Okay, Miri, how did you miss?
Just die already.
Someday you'll do real damage, Tartuccio, but not today.
Despicable.
And again, the music keeps running out.
I do think we made the right choice for which game to play.
Yeah. Which, as per usual, there were a couple of games on the list for this one, viewers, just because I don't believe we've talked about that
Stay behind
in
me.
this playthrough or the last one. We were nervous about Pathfinder for a couple of reasons, mainly because it's possible to get locked into a bad playthrough, which is bad because it's hard to pay proper attention to the game. But with turn-based mode, you know, when I zone out from the game, hopefully all that'll happen is that I will stop playing the game for a bit, like I'm doing right now, rather than, you know, failing horribly at the game. Oh yeah, now we gotta finish off all the sleeping people. Heroically.
Oh, she killed a frost giant.
Yeah, so that worked itself out.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger. And that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense while
dialogue
defending
in
the
the
mansion. But this attack means we have even less time.
Also,
than
what
I
do you mean,
thought.
and
Someone already
Tartuccio?
knows of our plans and is
Yeah.
What the fuck did he
You'll
do?
begin your expedition immediately.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax.
Solon keeps passing these knowledge world checks.
I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Irovetti's seal? That's why she wasn't killed. The bandits recognized her as one of their own by this signet ring.
Probably, yes. But this evidence is circumstantial at best. There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one
Look, I'm not a
against
spy from
another.
Pitax. I'm a spy from the
Both under
Feywild.
suspicion.
Who could possibly be the spy for Pitax? The person
The one
who
with
is
the-
clearly from
Came to your
Pitax?
aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
How could you say that? We fought
The,
together.
the thick Pitaxi accent on the one guy doesn't indicate anything. Like,
After you promised you'd wait.
Also, like, half this party saw Tartuccio trying to set me up.
My words might be rash.
I bet my life despises anyone but this woman. I saw how she dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with her through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand. He's got the eyes of a spy.
Okay, this is a really
and the
nice
mug
carpet.
of a spy!
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed her true colors. She forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
Okay, but I noticed you're already referring to me as our leader, so...
And not just that. Upon finding the guard salaries in the armory, she
I thought we didn't do that.
pocketed it all.
we did not.
I guess you looked at it.
Yeah, that is the thing. I looked at it to see if there was anything else in there. Didn't actually take any, though, so I guess that's what it was. We got good diplomacy, though, so...
I see you don't scare easily. You'll do well in the Stolen Lands. But I'm going to have to ask you to return the money.
Okay, but are you... I don't actually have the money. You're not going to drain me for 240 gold that I don't have, are you?
Of course, theft is not to be condoned. But when the fire burns around you, and you are but one step away from death, would it not be insane to worry about laws and rules? I see this not as a crime, but as a unique wisdom visiting us as we stood at the face of oblivion.
There is a difference between initiative taken in battle and blatant arrogation. How can someone who disregards...
I just looked at the money.
I was just
What
checking
about
to see what
that
was in
trick she
there.
pulled right before we came in here? She knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, she dallied as long as she could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. She was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
Okay, now that's written as the neutral evil option, but it seems very neutral to me.
I think that Sullivan is, you know, she's the hero of this story. She's making herself the hero of this story.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying that like that's the neutral evil option according to the game, and this is just getting into alignment is bullshit. It's to me like that seems like the true neutral option, really. Like
Yeah. Alignment is bullshit.
Really, Tartuccio? You're seriously trying to blame someone for saving people from a fire?
Say my name, damn it.
Spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but
I'm standing right here.
as a true leader.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight. Not
Yeah, let's not listen to the undead abomination.
allies' life in danger for the sake of some servant.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out.
Okay, half of you saw him give me that ring and then try to set me up for it. Like, clearly he's the spy. Can we not?
Like, I know Lindsay was there for that. I'm actually not sure if anyone else was there for that.
Most of those who were to settle for the
But that's still more than enough, I feel like.
Yeah, like, that's still, there's someone to vouch for, like, no, I saw him set her
Please
up.
allow me to join the expedition.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you.
They're gonna lean on these
Which
gods
of
a
the
lot,
two
aren't they?
teams would you prefer to accompany?
Yeah, because, you know, it's just an
If
interesting
allows, I would
pantheon.
join his team. Forgive me, but I don't appreciate your willfulness.
And I
I will see your head on a platter.
lies in minding orders, laws, and rules in the face of oblivion, knowing not whether you'll be alive tomorrow. I will go with her team.
I mean, you're a cleric who can't heal. You're getting replaced with a twink, first opportunity.
Our leader is good in battle.
There's mercenaries
but
in here
don't
somewhere. I
like
don't know how
all
long
the
it takes to find them.
spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
Ugh, Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
As for me, I know neither of these two. At least not well enough.
So
And I have
Jathal
no
is
wish
the
to
evil
become an
one,
unwitting
Lindsay is
pawn to an
good,
unworthy leader.
worthless dwarf guy is
Lady
chaotic,
Jamandi allows.
Oh, they each represent a different point of the axis.
Many wounds
Yeah.
this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the stolen lands, but not yet.
I don't even...
All right,
Oh,
we have 2
that was an
teams.
accident.
To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the stolen lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Nevada's
I wonder what she said.
The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs.
I wasn't even sure who was talking.
You will take your team
It was
to
Amiri.
Oleg Leviton's trading post.
'Cause she did not explicitly join a group.
Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies. I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing traitors and spies can be. If you're truly innocent, I hope you can forgive me this precaution.
I want it on the record that this is an obvious, like,
While you're away,
Lindsay
Keston
can
will
personally
investigate
vouch for
the
me
night's
being
events
clearly the good guys.
And learn who in Restov is working for Patox. But you should know that it isn't just Patox we need to worry about. The Royal House of Sertova may also interfere.
Oh no, not the Royal House of Sertova.
I've managed to keep this affair a secret.
They do
from
have
them
the thing
so
where you can
far,
hover over
but
to
that
figure out what
can't
the hell
last
they're
long.
talking about.
By my
Which I think is a pretty good way for
estimations, you
video
have
games to
no
handle
more
this
than
kind of
3
thing.
months.
You know, people in the
After
universe
that,
are just going
any
to
feats you accomplish
bring stuff
will be
up, whether or not
points.
a hypothetical disembodied observer would understand what the hell that means.
And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restov.
Okay.
May the obstacles
Now,
that follow also
assuming
fall to
that
your
Pathfinder
feet.
is following the
Fear
medium XP
nothing,
progression,
my friends,
which
and
is,
return
I believe, the same as from
victorious.
3.5, right? It's just triangular?
I don't know.
1,000, 3,000, 6,000, 10,000. I know they have short and long XP tracks that drag them out or shrink them down, respectively. But by the standard 3.5 XP track of 1,000, 3,000, 6,000 XP per level, 1,000 to 2, 3,000 to 3, 6,000 to 4, etc. It's going to be 1,000 XP till we're level 2. And we're getting like 9 XP at a time, so what the hell? Like, this seems like the moment we should be hitting level 2.
Literally every game I played in has not used XP and has used
set off to brave our fate.
the
Beware, stolen
what would you
lands.
call it? The
Heroes are on the
Milestone
way.
levels.
milestones instead.
Which is the obvious correct way to do things. Now, it does seem like Lindsay is like the good character, but also she's like the narrator, so I don't know how that works.
And I guess Amiri decided to come with us for some reason.
Yeah, that must be what she was saying.
All right. So we're going somewhere to do something.
I know all this. Okay. Just had to quickly reorient myself because I've spent a long time staring at this map. I had no idea that Brevoy is located there specifically, or Rostov, rather.
As long as we're on a map, why don't you talk about the Kingmaker tabletop map? I don't remember if you remember that weird little quirk about it. How it was oriented.
Oh, yes. That's right. See, I forgot that bit because I ignored it.
I dare you.
But yeah, no, the Kingmaker tabletop map is oriented such that north on the map is, like, up and to the left. It's like, what the fuck? Have I not had a long rest? Are these fucking tigers?
No, they're Tasmanian. The Tasmanian tiger, right? That's what a thylacine is, right? I think.
No idea, but they look pretty fucking hardcore for a level 1 threat, but I'm chewing through them like they're goblins, so...
Your life ebbs low.
Hold on.
At least the undead lady looked cool.
Tear them apart!
Yeah, those are Tasmanian tigers.
Are they
I don't know why.
This big?
According to Mother Star's crystal ball, I mean, they are about 51 inches long, and they stand about 2 feet tall. So no. Also, I don't know why you would randomly throw in Tasmania, like, into your pseudo Holy Roman Empire / Italy, which again, I guess part of Holy Roman Empire includes Italy, but still.
Yeah, it's primarily German, though.
Yeah.
If you want to have a pseudo-Italy place, then you definitely want it to be based off of, like, the Italian republics. Those are easily the coolest part of Italy during the Middle Ages, so...
Always like to play one of the republics, or like Venice specifically, in Crusader Kings. So it's essential in Crusader Kings that if you're doing a republic, you have to make sure that your family is always the Doge, because the moment one of the NPC Doges takes over, they're going to fuck everything up. Like, I was playing once, and I done really well, and, like, I was Doge, and I was also, like, Count of Sardinia, independently of that, but, like, since I'm Doge of Italy, Doge of Venice is part of that, and I didn't manage to make my son the successor. I was like, it'll be fine, like, how badly can they screw this up? And I, like, declared war on, like, the Holy Roman Empire, who conquered us and made us not a republic anymore, so I was still able to play, because I was independently Count of Sardinia, but then it's like, I'm just Count of Sardinia, and I'm not a republic anymore. And also, you're not going to expand Sardinia into an empire. Right,
yeah, so
you're
that was
taking
a
a
lot of
rest.
fussing around to do basically
Miss a
nothing.
good fight.
But,
I want to hit somebody so hard my fists are itching.
how long has... We killed people, like, 2 minutes ago. So Sullivan fucked up the cooking there, but,
I mean, she's from the Feywild. She doesn't know how to cook. She's a fairy princess. She usually had somebody do that for her. But she don't actually cook. She just like berries. Like the trees would bring her berries to eat.
Sullivan agrees to cook, and so she goes out and starts singing to the trees.
Yes, exactly. She comes back. I couldn't get any food. All the trees are mad.
More strength.
Like, we're all fatigued.
You know, Harem, I don't think your Grotus cares about his congregation. What's the point in worshipping him?
You just met this guy. I'm not sure that's an appropriate thing to say.
It has been 4 days.
Promise their followers is empty fuss, pleasure, war, magic. For his part, Grotus teaches us to accept the inevitable with dignity.
I don't know. Pleasure and magic sound like a pretty good deal to me. Sullivan is the worst cook. No one is going to have good food ever again.